Hey everyone, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here, and welcome to this month's comic of the month. We started this series last month, and I got a little bit of a weird angle, but now we're fixed. But yeah, so let's get into it. So last month we actually did One Bad Day Riddler. I did read One Bad Day Two Face, anticipating this to be like the comic of the month, but I was honestly very disappointed in it. I figured out that Two Face was the person threatening Harvey Dent like 2 pages in, and it made Batman feel stupid to me, which you never want to make Batman feel stupid. So, instead, all I have to say is Amazing Fantasy 1000 is the winner. So this comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Spider-Man stories, which are very, very phenomenal. Some are short, some are longer, and they're kind of like one-off stories, but also at the same time, they aren't. It's just great. Um, I will talk about each story really briefly here, but I do highly recommend picking it up. The only downside is it's an $8 comic because it's like not 1,000 pages, 100 pages long, with all the different stories, but I think it's pretty much worth it. So let's talk about it. So the first one we get, which was pretty fun, was a low-level criminal that would take advantage of trying to steal and stuff during like apocalyptic events. Would keep getting stopped by Spider-Man. So like the Skrull invasion, Civil War, stuff like that. He would get, or the Sentinels attacking. He would go and try to like break into stores and stuff. And Spider-Man would stop him each time. And Spider-Man says the only reason why I'm doing it is because if I let people like you get away, what's going to stop the other people that are currently invading Earth from doing what they're doing? Which I like that sense of like, he is the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Even though he comes along to fight apocalyptic events sometimes, he's still the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. The next one is my favorite. It's Spider-Man versus his sister's 60th. And we get to see Old Man Spidey on his 60th birthday. He's married to Mary Jane. And he's still fighting crime. He's actually, I think, fighting the Vulture's granddaughter or something like that. But he ends up getting shot by a thug, which sends him to the hospital. And we see like a trend that I've noticed like 4 times in comics this month, which is weird, is superheroes getting picked up by medical professionals who then try to take off the mask to save the person's life, and somebody yells at them not to take the mask off. That happened in there, that happened in Batman, and that happened in I think another Batman comic, which it's just weird that like kept happening this month. But at the end he's able to sneak away, and he goes and has his anniversary dinner or birthday dinner with Mary Jane. And it was a very sweet ending. The next one is a story about a character who created basically a hallucinogenic that makes everybody kind of see what they want to believe in the paper, and it's honestly kind of comical, but at the same time it's pretty good commentary, because like J. Jonah Jameson seeing they wins like a Pulitzer, but then you also see people seeing all these like conspiracy theories going through and everything, and how, oh yeah, my conspiracy was right, it was right, and then like people starting fights and everything, and Spidey gets it to stop, and everybody goes back to their miserable lives. The next one is just a really short story of Peter taking really good pictures of like just average day in New York, and then he gets a picture of Spidey dropping a cone on himself, and that's the one that Jonah chooses, but Robbie Robertson sees the good pictures that Peter takes. After that, we get a very cool, I don't want to say like sad, I don't want to say cool, But a very good story about a psych patient that has schizophrenia that believes that spiders are crawling out of her skin and stuff like that. And then the hospital catches fire, and who's to save her but Spider-Man? And at this point, we realize that she is almost identical to Gwen Stacy. So Peter thinks that it's Gwen for a minute, then realizes that Gwen's gone. I think it's supposed to take place like right after Gwen's death. And then it kind of helps her get rid of her fear of spiders. And he saves her. Next, after that, we get a tie-in to, I think it was supposed to be either the B story of Amazing Fantasy 15 or Amazing Fantasy 16, where they bring back this Egyptian queen to that fights Spider-Man due to some guy that was teleported in a coffin. Spider-Man then kind of freaks her out by showing her modern technology and makes her go back. After that, we get a story about Spidey talking to other universes of himself, asking if they also are going through the Parker luck, which at first everybody's like, no, it's just you. I'm good. Me and Mary Jane are on our third baby. I just bought like $1 million mansion and blah blah blah. And then like, no, we're kidding with you. We're all that way, but you have to be that way to be yourself, which I thought was a great message. The next one was we get to see a writer meet Spider-Man, which I thought was a nice little touching personal story. And then after that, we get Spidey helping out a new vigilante named the Rhino, who is very similar to Spider-Man in his own, which also was a good story. But yeah, so make sure you guys pick up Amazing Fantasy 1000. I definitely really enjoyed it. So yeah, make sure you guys do that. Also, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's That Nerd Ryan telling you, have an amazing day.